Hello everyone! Today we are going to be re-reacting to one of my favorite scenes in all of live-action television, and that is Del's death from Ozark's Season 1 finale, The Toll. This is a well-known scene and pretty renowned on the internet for being extremely shocking and visceral, and ultimately one of the best moments of Ozark put together. So I wanted to take a quick run-through of this scene with you, live, with my face, to see what is so great about it and why do we like it so much, because it is also personally one of my favorite scenes of this entire show. So without any further ado, let's dive in to Ozark's Del's death in The Toll. And if you want to support us further, you can go to patreon.com/PosiTVty, PosiTVty. I love the lighting for this scene, first of all these candles. It's very dark and everyone's barely visible. It's very tense. It's very farmhouse horror. Love it.
Okay.
And it's interesting that this scene starts with a success, because that is, one, rare for these shows. Not these shows, this show. And, two, it was an extremely difficult situation with, very unreasonable people involved. And I can't believe they covered for Garcia's death. So you don't expect anything else to happen.
Only Marty Bird can move to Missouri and somehow convince me to partner with a bunch of rednecks.
Oh, what a line, Del. Now let's take a moment and let's talk about the redneck line and why that is such an important stopping point for the Snell family, mostly for Darlene. Del and the Snells were openly disrespectful to each other this entire meeting. Del talking about how he can't be sure that their product isn't subpar. The reason the redneck line is so important is earlier in the season, we hear Jacob tell a story, an important story, about a redneck and a hillbilly walking around along a path. The redneck says some interesting shit, and God smites him. Hillbilly buries him, keeps on walking, silent and diligent. So they don't like being called rednecks. That's an offensive term. So when Del calls them a redneck, it's kind of the final stopping point. Now, Darlene doesn't have a lot of patience, but I will say she put up with at least some stuff in this scene, but not after this. This is the scene that's going to push her over the edge. There's guns everywhere in this fucking house. I'm pretty sure they're all holding them right now. But it's interesting that this is the line they cross, and it's not anything actually about the deal. It's just principles, so-called. And you can feel, as soon as Darlene says, "Excuse me," you can feel things about to go bad. Now, you don't know exactly what's going to happen, and you don't expect what does happen, but you know something terrible is about to go down. Now let's continue.
I said, only Marty Bird.
And Del's confidence seals the deal.
To partner with a bunch of
Excellent editing there. It was pretty, one take shot, and you could see Marty reacting to the whole thing in very believable time, and Del got obliterated. It's unbelievable to see. The camera whipping around is so awesome. It builds to the tension, and then it whips around the room again as Jacob makes another kill, and then slowly pans back across all of the chaos. So wonderful. So amazingly shot. It was all, what it looked like, at least, even if it was edited, one take, and very one long scene. Look at that. Another. Right over to Del's mangled body. Unbelievably well done. And Marty's reaction, he doesn't freak out often, but when it does, obviously things are getting serious.
And when he does, they'll send another Mexican to take his place. There's one thing Mexico is full of, it is Mexicans.
Now, it's interesting that Jacob opposes this decision, but justifies it with that reason.
This deal was done. They could have come home, and now there's going to be men that are coming here. They're going to be looking for answers that I can't give them.
And I also like Marty's line there about answers that he can't give, because it really sets up what Season 2 is going to at least start out with. And at least Darlene admits she's overreacted, I guess, but... Oof.
They made a deal with us, and they're going to honor it. And if they don't, then you're in partnership with us now. And we know how to look after our own.
Oh, it's interesting, because being protected has never felt so scary to me.
Go home, relax, maybe get yourself a frozen custard.
And the fact that Jacob suggests having ice cream after what he just saw. Plus, he got his toenails pulled out today. And then he just sighs. Marty just sighs. Time to go. And that's it. That's the end of Dell's death. It happened so quick, and just like that, everything is fucked. If Dell hadn't died, I don't know how different the series would be. It might not have gone better. Who knows? Dell was one scary, scary motherfucker. But Darlene might be scarier. She is erratic, irresponsible, prideful, and unbelievably hot-tempered. So it is not exactly, you know, out of the realm of possibility that she would do this, but it is certainly a shock to see it to happen to somebody so important so quickly and so viscerally. The blood, the gore, the quick pan-arounds, again, all wonderfully done. The scene is choreographed so well. Everything is constantly moving. People are constantly talking. It's an excellently done scene. I feel like the audience and critics should, give maybe a little bit more credit to this show, because it has incredible moments that you cannot miss, and this is definitely one of them. It's an incredible scene. It's only like, 3-4 minutes long, but it builds the tension in an amazing way, and the next scene it flows into is also incredibly tense, because Ozark has a way of kind of doing that constantly. I thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see more content from us, you can go to patreon.com/PosiTVty or patreon.com/PosiTVty. Click the link below in the description, and you can get more content from us early, and you can get full reactions. We are doing Last of Us, and we have a new one coming out pretty soon, so that's kind of exciting. So keep it tuned, and if you want to get those videos before they hit YouTube, head over to Patreon and support the channel. It goes a long way, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much, and I will see you for the next video. Bye!